Can you sous vide pork? Well, yep, you better believe you can. In fact, you can sous vide just about anything if you want to make it extra tender and extra good and super easy. And that's what we're going to do. We've got, what do we got here? 2 pounds of country style ribs, pork ribs. Look at them bad boys. Super thick, got a little bone running through them. I love these things. And one of our favorite sauces around here, we're going to put a little Kinder's Mild on it. And we're going to sous vide the whole thing. And no, we're not going to use that apple. That was a prop. So the only thing you need to do a sous vide is something to keep a constant temperature in your water bath. We'll be using our Foodie Smart Lid tonight. A good heavy-duty freezer-style Ziploc baggie. Some meat, fish, pork, whatever you got, and some kind of marinade. That's it. So we're going to put the pork in the bag, dump the marinade on top, the barbecue sauce, and into the Foodie we go. Go ahead and put your pork into the Ziploc baggie and start adding your barbecue sauce. Make sure you get all of your pork good and covered. What I like to do is just go ahead and zip it up and start mixing, and then give it a look and see if I need to add more. That looks pretty good. Everything seems to be well covered there. All right, add enough water to your Ninja Foodie pot to make sure you get good coverage. Pop open one corner of the bag, and I'd like to just stick my finger in it so I don't lose track. And as the water pressure increases, it will force the air out of the bag. So just slowly press down, taking care not to get any water into the bag. And when you think you've got all of the air out, zip it up. Easy as that. Okay, power up. Spin the knob over to sous vide. I'm going to put mine at 135 degrees. You can do this up to 4 hours, depending on the cut of meat. For this one, you can do about 4 hours on it. It's not going to change anywhere from 1 to 4 hours. It's going to come out almost the same. But when you're marinating, obviously longer is better. You want to really get that barbecue sauce into that meat. Let's go ahead and go here. And that's it. That's a meaning preheat for the Ninja Foodie. I have quite a bit of water in there. I did use warm tap water, so that helps a little bit. But it's still going to take about 10 minutes or so to get the temperature, and then the sous vide will begin. We'll see you back in a few hours. Okay guys, we are at pressure. I'm going to go ahead and just power down, and I'm going to use those tongs to release the steam. As soon as we get the pressure off, we're going to pull the corn and drain the water and get the pork back on that rack for the final sear. Water is drained, rack is flipped over, and pork is going on. And if you didn't catch what I said earlier in the video, this is a very normal step for just about anything that you sous vide. You always really want to finish it off with a good sear. And the trick here is to get it smoking hot, sear, we're going to use a broil, without altering the internal temperature too much. You're going to raise it slightly, obviously, but we're not going to try to raise it very much because we have a really nice temp going on. Anyway, here we go. Power up. Now I've moved my slider back to the right. I'm gonna switch this down to broil. I want the full 450. I don't know how long I'm gonna go here. Probably not that long. And let's go ahead and fire it up. And we'll be checking this fairly often. I do want to get, you know, a pretty good broil on each side. And then we'll go in there and we'll give it a taste test. See you in a bit. Now this part is completely up to you guys. How dark? Do you want it burnt, crispy, just a little bit? That's all up to you. I want to go a little further than that. That was 4 minutes, by the way. Now that is the browning that I'm looking for. Let's roll them. Keeping in mind, we don't want to be in here too long, but because we're on broil, most of this heat is just hitting it right on the outside. There's a little ambient heat, I suppose, that's going in. But don't forget, I also undercooked these temperature-wise. I only did it at 135. That's a little raw for pork. The reason we did that was so that we could do this. So it's all part of the master plan. Well, I'd say that came out just about perfect. What do you think? This is just right out of the foodie. She's still sizzling over here. Got a little crisp, little burnt edge. One of my favorite things to do to pork. Love that burnt edge. And now we're going to cut into it and see how we did on the inside. I believe that is perfectly cooked, guys. So tender. It's just, I can't even get the fork or the knife in it. It's so tender. But look at that. There it is. Let's have a taste of that. Well, let's see how we did. I'd say that's a pretty perfect cook. Crispy on the outside, still very slightly pink on the inside, but it's going to continue to cook while I prepare the rest of the plate. Should come out absolutely perfect. Let's give this a taste. That is very tender. Country ribs aren't normally tender, which is why I use this method. Pressure cook is also an excellent way to do the country ribs. They fall off the bone. Boy, that is good. That sauce is fantastic. You know, we like our barbecue mild around here. Every once in a while, I'll get a spicy one, but typically we just like it mild. We just want that semi-sweet flavor. That really is what we're after, the flavor, not the heat. Anyway, you can put anything you want on yours. That's it. Thanks for watching. You've already seen my other videos where I try the corn and all that. You know that's good. That is the perfect way to cook corn, let me tell you right now. And that's it. We'll see you real soon on the next video. And just keep on sous vide and everything, people. See you later.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how.